Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're doing another showcase for the Go Battle League, of course, and this time we're focusing on Shadow Articuno. So this person is actually using Wishcash, Alolan Raichu, and the Shadow Articuno. So Articuno is a Pokemon that King really made popular for the Ultra League, right, in the preseason, and I invested in one myself and used it, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely a fantastic Pokemon, but as far as I know, we haven't seen it in, I would say in the Great League. I mean, at least I haven't. I'm trying to remember if I battled one, and I don't recall battling an Articuno, a regular one or a Shadow one. So if you guys did, let me know. But personally, I don't think I've ever seen one in the Great League, so it's definitely going to be very exciting to see this battle. And it looks like his Shadow Articuno only has the Ice Shot, Icy Wind. It doesn't have a second move. Totally fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a big investment, so it's totally understandable, especially if you just want to practice with it before investing in it. And so in comes the Alolan Raichu, the beautiful shiny one, and it is going to go ahead and opt to shield. It does have that Grass Knot on this one, and I believe that's a Thunder Punch. Yep, it's going to be Thunder Punch. So the Raichu definitely charging up some energy, going straight for the Thunder Punch. Actually, excuse me, going for the Grass Knot. Okay, so hoping that this would knock out, and it does. I didn't think it would, honestly, but it does. So the Alolan Raichu is going to go ahead and get off a Thunder Punch. Did charge up extra energy, enough to knock out the Haunter, and able to take that game. So really well played. So we're going to jump into Game 2, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, he's not opting to lead with the Articuno. He's using it maybe as a safe switch, or maybe just as a switch in. Leading with the Wishcash instead. So Wishcash coming out against the Azumel. So generally this does favor Azumel, so we're going to bail into the Alolan Raichu. Azumel does switch as well into Meganium. So yeah, unfortunately this Raichu does not have Psychic, so both of these moves are going to be resisted by the Meganium. But let's see if he could pull this one off. Going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch. Meganium does shield, so perhaps baiting the Psychic. So yeah, good play on the Raichu's end to bait that. It's always nice. I mean, obviously, your opponent doesn't know that you don't have the Psychic, so definitely fearing it and shielding that. So at least picking up the shield. So now Meganium will get off a Frenzy Plant, and that will be enough to knock out the Raichu. But at least Raichu did steal a shield. In comes that Shadow Articuno. So at this point, you just farm down. Articuno probably, okay, going to shield. I was going to say probably taking the attack, but no, deciding to shield. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, that would have been resisted, but still going to go ahead and shield, and going to go ahead and get off an Icy Wind against the Registeel. Now, Registeel does resist it, but it is lowering its attack, and in comes the Wishcash. So basically what he just wanted to do was lower the attack with Shadow Articuno. Didn't matter the damage, right? So that Registeel does go for the Flash Cannon. Maybe it was a bait, but Wishcash not going to shield, and now Wishcash will go for the Mud Bomb. And that Mud Bomb will do a good amount of damage. Needs to get off one more, charging up extra energy, expecting the Meganium to come in, so wants to hit it with another charge move. This will be able to take the Flash Cannon. Who knows, maybe that Registeel is single moved as well, because again, it's another huge investment. So actually farming down, not throwing that Mud Bomb. Really well played. In comes Meganium. So this will be enough to knock out the Wishcash unless if it shields. It will shield. So it does want to get off this Mud Bomb. This will be enough to knock out the Meganium, again, unless the Meganium shields it. It does not, and looks like he's bailing into the Articuno immediately. Wants to try to get to an Icy Wind, so a charge attack coming out, going to be an Ice Beam. Okay, that is neutral to the Shadow Articuno. I think he might fall a little bit short in this game. We'll have to see. Shadow Articuno will go for the Icy Wind. It doesn't really do that much. I mean, it's okay against an Azumel, but this Azumel going to be able to get off another Ice Beam, and despite the debuff, this is still going to be enough to knock out the Shadow Articuno. So Shadow Articuno collapses, and in comes Wishcash. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, this Mud Bomb definitely won't be. If he can get to 2 Mud Bombs, though, maybe? Oh, no, the Azumel still has a shield. Never mind. So yeah, I don't see a way out of this, because that Azumel will be able to throw the Ice Beam. So Wishcash getting off a Mud Bomb, and just needs one more. Can he get to it? No, he cannot. So falling short, but it's okay. So this Ice Beam is going to be enough to knock out the Wishcash, and Wishcash is going to fall, and that's going to be it for that game. So jumping into the next game. This is going to be Game 3. So really cool to see not just Articuno, but also the Shadow variant of it. I have faced a couple Shadow variants in the Ultra League. Most of the time it's the regular Articuno, but I have seen it a couple of times. Wishcash will switch into the Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu switches into Wishcash. So this is actually not bad for the Raichu if the Raichu can land that Grass Knot. So it's going to go ahead and opt to shield this Mud Bomb. because he shielded that Mud Bomb, that Whiscash probably expects the Grass Knot, but we'll have to see if he's going to shield this one. He is. Okay, so yeah, that was a little bit too obvious, but it was still a good play. At least he picked up the shield, right? So I'm going to go ahead and commit his final shield, wants to get off this Grass Knot against the Whiscash, and looks like he's charging up extra energy, going for the Thunder Punch. So this should get the shield, so it's good. It's okay, does get the shield, so nice shield, and able to get to that Grass Knot. That is incredible. I gotta be honest with you, I think I would have just thrown the Grass Knot immediately, but obviously it worked out for him. I didn't think he'd be able to get to a Thunder Punch and a Grass Knot, but able to do it, so way to go. That was really well played. So Whiscash comes out, Azumarill comes in comes Shadow Articuno. So this Shadow Articuno is going to be hit by most likely an Ice Beam, as it is, so doing a lot of damage to that Shadow variant, actually. So this Articuno definitely didn't want to face the Arcanine, that's why it was a switch. Rather go up against an Azumarill. So Icy Wind will hit that Azumarill, lowering its attack, which is the main thing you want to do. Actually able to get to another one. The Azumarill might be trying to farm down the Shadow Articuno. That actually makes sense if that's what he's trying to do. No, I guess not. Okay, going to go ahead and get off the Ice Beam. Maybe thought it was too risky to try and farm down because of all the debuffs. Makes sense. So the Shadow Articuno will faint, and in comes Whiscash. So unlike the previous game, this Whiscash is actually a lot healthier than the Azumarill. So it's going to be able to get off a Mud Bomb, and in comes the Arcanine. Arcanine is going to be hit by this Mud Bomb, so that's fantastic. I'm not getting an excellent, but that's okay. So whatever this is, I mean, I'm trying to think of Arcanine's moves. Wild Charge not going to do much. Flamethrower not going to do much. Crunch, probably the best move it can use, but still not going to do much. If that Arcanine gets to another one, it would have knocked out the Whiscash, but it wasn't able to. And now Whiscash will be able to get off this Mud Bomb, which will be able to knock out that Azumarill. So able to pick up that win. So really well played. Really well played. I would say that was a huge play with that that Alolan Raichu, able to throw the Thunder Punch first and then still have enough energy for a Grass Knot. That was fantastic on the Alolan Raichu's end. So really well played. So yeah, we have the next opponent. We'll see what happens. Going to lead with the Whiscash again against an Azumarill. So another Azumarill lead. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a popular lead, so why not? Switching into Alolan Raichu, and that Azumarill does switch, although it's a little bit slow in the switch. It looks like he's going for the bait right off the bat. Let's see how this plays out. I wouldn't right off the bat, just because a lot of players don't know if you have the Grass Knot, so they might not shield it. Okay, it worked out for him, so that was great. I'm just saying, I wouldn't have, but obviously it wouldn't have worked out for me. Worked out for him. Gonna go ahead and throw the Grass Knot now. Going to go ahead and take the second shield, so able to take both shields. Going to shield up this Mud Bomb, hoping that he can get to another Grass Knot. I don't know if he can. He can. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think, I thought, it might have been a CMP tie. I'm not really sure, but either way, able to get to it and able to knock out that Whiscash. So really well played. In comes Skarmory. Skarmory is going for, or Alolan Raichu is going for that Thunder Punch. Able to get to it. This is going to do a lot of damage to the Skarmory. Not enough to knock it out, but still did a lot. Actually able to feint it with another Volt Switch. Wow, that was incredible. In comes the Azumarill. Out comes Shadow Articuno. So this is where Articuno against an Azumarill is really huge, because you still have a Pokemon in the back, so you're going to be able to lower its attack with Icy Wind. Even though it's not going to be able to do much, the Shadow Articuno will lose to this Azumarill. At least it should. You're still going to lower its attack, right? So another Ice Beam should definitely be enough. He is going to go ahead and, or she's going to go ahead and go for that Ice Beam. This definitely should be enough to knock out that Shadow Articuno. It does. And in comes that final Pokemon Whiscash. But keep in mind, not only is the Azumarill low, but it also has its attack debuffed. So definitely a great situation for the Whiscash. One more Mud Bomb is going to be enough. It doesn't matter. I mean, even a Hydro Pump, because it was debuffed, wouldn't be enough to knock it out. It is going to be that Hydro Pump. And as you can see, not even close to knocking it out. I mean, if it wasn't debuffed, it still wouldn't have knocked it out. But still, securing the win with that debuff and able to take that. So really well played. So jumping into the final game. So we're going up in Game 5. Let's see what happens. Again, same team, same lead. Going to be that Whiscash. Melmetal. So huge situation for the Whiscash. That Melmetal has to switch. It does. It's going to switch into Sableye. And it looks like this Whiscash, it looks like he didn't really know what to switch into. Honestly, that's probably how I would feel. Definitely don't want to bring in that Alolan Raichu. You could go into the Articuno, which honestly I would, because you don't want that Articuno to go up against the Melmetal. You want the Wish Cash to go up against the Melmetal, so I probably would switch into the Shadow Articuno. But yeah, you don't really have a great answer, I guess, for this Sableye. So bringing in the Articuno now, okay. And this is going to take a hit. Articuno will shield. Now, you do have to watch out for the Power Gem. That will easily knock out the Shadow Articuno, but obviously it doesn't have it. This Articuno definitely wants to faint down, as it does, so now it has enough for Icy Wind. Almost 2 Icy Winds at this point. In comes the Melmetal. Going to go ahead and debuff it. This is not going to be shielded, but even if it was, that's okay because you're still debuffing the Melmetal. Going to go ahead and go for a second one. So as I said, really getting close to 2 of them. Able to lower that attack, so the Melmetal will go for a Rock Slide. Even with a couple of debuffs, this has got to be enough, right? I would assume so. Yeah, but that's okay. You know, Articuno did its job. In comes the Wish Cash. So switching into that Swampert. So this is huge because we have the Grass Knot, or he has the Grass Knot on a Alolan Raichu. So the opponent might think that the Grass Knot is coming because you know, at the end of the day, he switched into the Alolan Raichu. So Hydro Cannon coming out for this Raichu. This actually might be bad because this might be enough. No, it's not enough. It's not able to get off a Thunder Punch or a Grass Knot. Yeah, this is not a good situation. Never mind. I thought it was going well, but it looks like he's not going to be able to win this one. That's okay. So we're able to go 3-2. That's really powerful.